Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a special Starcraft 2 cast, because today, this is going to be my first official Starcraft 2 Heart of the Swarm replay cast. I got into the beta over the weekend, so now I'm going to start bringing you guys some awesome Heart of the Swarm action. So let's check out the combatants we have here on, I believe this is called Akalon Wastes. And in the bottom right corner, we're going to have the red Protoss Squiggles. Is clearly a Korean player. I'm not sure what that is, so I'll just call him Red or Protoss or something like that. And in the top left corner, we do have the blue Zerg, Kalma. And I'm not sure what's going on with the creep graphics there. That is curious. Let me check that quick. So I checked the graphics. Everything seems maxed out. I'm not quite sure why the creep looks so statically bad on Kalma's end. But everything else looks fine, so we'll just deal with it. It's Heart of the Swarm. There's going to be a few beta concerns, I'm sure. I'll bring up that production tab for you as well. And I am really loving some of the new textures and arts and stuff in Heart of the Swarm. Now, when you're doing competitive play, it's a minor note, and it's something you're not necessarily going to pay attention to too much. But from an aesthetic quality, they really have done some awesome stuff. This map is a very beautiful map. And, you know, can't complain about it. It's pretty dang cool. So just kind of going around, showing you a few spots on the map. But the tile set's really cool. There's some cracks and stuff in the sands and mud. Well, there's no cracks in the sand. But you get the point. So that is pretty cool. I am going to quickly change a few controls, but I'm going to edit that out, so you won't see that. Alright, there we go. Fixed that problem up. Again, I edited that out, so you didn't even notice. And a few shouldn't say a few, the scouting probe for Red continues to run around, causing Kalma a few issues. He tried to do a block and wasn't really able to get in on that, so nothing going down there. And obviously something we're going to watch for in this game is the new units coming out by either player. I should expect to see the Warp Core, or the Mothership Core rather, come out from Red here sooner rather than later. And the last time I saw the Mothership Core, it was pretty slow, but I think they've sped it up quite a bit. So I'm really interested to see some of its gameplay going on here. Now, through the Zerg, the earliest unit we'd probably see is the Swarm Host, but we can also see that Viper come out as well. And of course, there's always the Speed Hydralisks, Ultralisk Charge. There's quite a bit of actual changes when you get into the upgrades and abilities that units now have. And something else I noticed when I was playing a game earlier, Ultralisks are now immune to stuns and to mind controls of all things. Now, I don't know if that's something they had before. I don't think it is, though, so I don't remember seeing that. At the very least, they've added it in as an icon on the Ultralisk so you can know it. And it looks like that probe is finally going to meet its demise after so long. And a pseudo wall-in going down here by Red. A nice cannon there behind his front line. So nothing too out of the ordinary by either player just yet. We really haven't gotten into any of the new units or even the new upgrades. Something else you will notice as a player who is just in Wings of Liberty, the worker count is now displayed on your Nexus. And that actually adjusts with however many minerals are there. So as you begin to mine out a base, you can know to take certain drones and workers out of that area. Now, that isn't something you have to adhere to by any means, and I think a lot of pro players will not be using that, but it's definitely going to be helpful for lower level players. I think that's going to allow just some of that question of what I should be doing here to be resolved, and hopefully the lower leagues will all be enhanced because of that. And I know this isn't graphically proper, but this is kind of cool looking right here with the creep spread. It's very bizarre. Again, beta or messed up graphics, I don't know what that really is and what's going on here. Got a Zealot chopping at some rocks. That is going to take him all day. Looks like a pro might be going down here to take a third. Overlord isn't blocking it, obviously, but he is definitely scouting it out. And still no Mothership Core by Red. I don't know if he has something else up his sleeve or what his goal here is. As far as Kalma goes, he is operating off of 3 bases. Very nice. Getting plenty of resources coming in. He's progressing up quite quickly on that progress tree. And indeed, he's throwing down a Roche Warren as well as an Evo Chamber. And getting some more gas. Actually, is that his... No, it is going to be his third gas. So definitely going to be needing more gas as he's going to get up here and, you know, depending on what unit he's going for, if he's going to do some standard play, try to throw in some swarm host or something like that. And it looks like Red has gone ahead and grabbed a third of his own. So a little bit of turtling by both players, just kind of D'ing up. And you might see that a little bit more in Heart of the Swarm for now, just because players want to get out some of those new units and try them out, and they don't necessarily know what their enemies are doing. It's a little more of a wary situation because we don't want to just run up there and fight something and completely get obliterated because we didn't know their composition or whatever. So, in a long roundabout way, I just said that you're not seeing as much aggression. And not that it can't happen, it absolutely does. So, I mean, it's just a small trend that seems to be happening. Now, something I do like, Kalma, is putting Overlords all the heck over the map. Cannot complain about that. Gonna have lots of vision on what's going on. He has a decent idea of what Red is doing, I believe. Or, view Kalma there. Actually, he doesn't. He has not gotten anyone into the main to see anything in there. So that is unfortunate for him. Of course, there isn't too much in the main to actually have seen. So I guess it may not be that bad for Kalma. And it looks like that is a bunch of drones as he is grabbing a fourth. So Red is going to need to react to this. I mean, Kalma is starting to expand almost freely. He has a lair up as well. Infestation pit coming down. Roaches are on the field. He is going for his own rocks. I think the Zealot is still down here. No, they got that with a few help from sentries. Possibly even that cannon right there. So yeah, a lot of defense coming up for Red. He's obviously put down several cannons. He's doing upgrades now, getting plenty of gas. He's got an obs out, so he should start getting some vision on Kalma. And then Kalma's gonna have some issues here if he continues at this pace, because Red is just going to start to have more and more information, and Kalma is not really knowing what's going on the other end of the battlefield. Now he has gotten a fourth, and he is now spewing creep at every expansion on the map. That could cause Red a few issues if he wants to expand again. And obviously Kalma is doing some decent map control. He's incredibly supply blocked at the moment. Red got his Overlord down here, so that's something he obviously just now got out of, so it's not too much of a problem. Zerg probably have the least problem with being supply blocked simply because they can mass produce those Overlords. And obviously some nice upgrades coming out for Kalma. Not really any action so far here out of either player, and just because of that, I think I'm going to speed this game up just a little bit to see if we can get into some action. We do have some obs scouting some stuff out at the moment. Again, just not much going on. Both players wanting to figure out what they're doing. And again, it's pretty much standard play here out of both players on the Heart of the Swarm. Got a nice changeling down here with Red's units from Kalma, obviously. Scouting it out, and Red continues to warp in more and more units. Here comes a few swarm hosts by Kalma. Red is moving across the map. As soon as he gets anywhere near attacking, I'm going to put this game to normal speed. But now we finally get some new units on the map. We got the swarm hosts here, along with their locust attacking unit. I think Red is moving in, or at least should be soon. A few Hydras moving in as well. I do not believe he has Hydra speed yet. Where is the Hydra den? Over... No idea where that Hydra den is, honestly. There she is. The speed is not on the way just yet. He's working on range 1 for now. Range +1, rather. And that's an important upgrade, obviously, for the Hydras. And it looks like we might finally be getting this engagement. Here we go. A few Protoss units guiding the Zerg into them. Don't want to do that. Zerg need to sit back and use those swarm hosts. The Locusts are going to be a lot of help here, especially as those force fields block off quite a few of the Kalma's units, separating his army quite well. Unfortunately, there's just so many units here for Kalma. Red is having serious issues. He's going down very quickly. Kalma's units have gone down quite a bit. That's because of the good force field placement. A few reinforcements coming in for Red. He does have that critical proxy pylon. Quite a few changeling now in there. Actually going to help get a little bit of range attack by the Hydras. Snipes off the Colossi. Very nice. And Kalma is just going to barely hold this. The Stalkers have to get out of there. He's going to quickly take down that proxy pylon. And a very nice defend by Kalma. Obviously, the Swarm host helping quite a bit. These free Locust units are very nice and helped him out to edge off that attack. And there's quite a few little changelings running around on the map. I always like changeling. They're a bizarre and fun unit. So here's the question. Is he going to uproot the Swarm host and go on the attack? I would hope so. That is what we want here. So again, I'm going to speed it up just a little bit until we get another attack going. We do have Infestors coming out for Kalma. He's getting plenty of upgrades for them as well. I think Hydralisk's speed just finished. Let's go to normal speed here. I can't keep up with these guys. They're fast. I'm going to double check that Hydralisk speed. Yes, indeed, the Hydralisk speed has been researched. That gives a few more changelings for you. For me. I don't know. Whatever. Here come the Swarm hosts. Alright. Gonna get those bad boys into position and start doing some disgusting DPS to this guy. You could just send in the Locust without any qualm. Yeah, why not? I thought I heard something. That was interesting. Alright, so Kalma for the moment is just happy kind of sitting here waiting for his Infestors, I suppose, is what's going on. And indeed, here goes the attack. The Locusts are going to go in and start attacking. Obviously, at this time, Kalma's not losing anything permanent. And Red has to come in and attempt to defend against just cheap, fake units, essentially. Not fake units, but free. Here comes some more Locusts. He's going to go on in the main door with his main force while the Locusts attack the secondary door. That is a very nice tactic. I like it indeed. I'm going to quickly snipe off this Colossi. I assume it's doing some... It's in a nifty position there, but now the units have just started to liquefy the front here. However, that is a lot of Zealots. Nice storms placed down as well across Kalma's entire army. It caused some serious issues. Another brilliant storm right down there in the middle of those roaches, and the Zerg force is just liquefied. However, the Swarm hosts are continuing to pop out Locusts, and this is continuing to cause issues for Red. We do now have reinforcements starting to stream across the map for Kalma. So very quickly, Red is going to be facing yet another entire Zerg force, and the Locusts continue to do their damage. So even though Kalma's entire army was chopped down, it may not have been enough. Red is in serious trouble here. He is not doing anything to attempt to stop these Locust the Swarm hosts that are making the Locusts, so the Locusts continue to kill units for free. And this is something I've seen several players have issues with. How do I react to the Locusts? What do I do with them? Because if I just outright attack the Locusts, I'm going to be losing units to nothing. And they have very nice bungle there by Kalma, doing some nice damage, and the Roaches are just moving in here. This is starting to cause serious issues for Red. He is not going to be able to hold on much longer. The tide has come. Red has fallen. And I just noticed my timer wasn't on. I will have that on for the next Heart of the Swarm match I cast. So, not a too insanely new unit map or anything like that here. There's the Mothership Core. I never saw it really get into the action or the fray at all. But it was nice to see some Swarm hosts play. And again, I want to thank Kalma for sending this match to me. He sent me a few Heart of the Swarm matches. And that means anybody out there, if you want to send me Heart of the Swarm matches, if you're in the beta, that is now available. Please do send those in to me, and we will start casting Heart of the Swarm, which of course all of you know is coming out on March 12th. Anyways, guys, I'm Zoronden. Thanks for tuning in. If you like this, please do thumbs up and subscribe so I can bring you more Heart of the Swarm action, and I will catch all of you on the other side.